All right, so I have this crazy new NVMe drive in this hard drive enclosure I got from Best Buy, and I plugged it in, did everything there, and I got 2 of these for 4 trillion bytes of storage. And I'm trying to run, I built this a year ago. I built this a year and a half, 2 years ago, and haven't been able to use it. And I'm running everything off this right now, $50 marketplace. It's like having a lawnmower versus a Death Star. So I'm in the disk management trying to like format these drives. Let's see what's going on with this now. So let's see, together. I went totally insane on every kind of part that I could possibly get, the Arctic freezer, liquid cooling. So again, refer to the earlier video. Where I'm showing like the whole story behind this thing. And every part, it's like 30 minutes. These are just for storage. You don't want to run the operating system off an HDD. So what I'm going to do now is this. So now a brand new drive. I'm going to put it in here and plug it in. Not initialize. So here's what you do. COM. So let's see. Disk part. Type list disk. Okay. I have to format it as the correct type. Because like I said, Windows XK. This is where it screwed up the whole thing, which I'm going to tell the story next. MBR, it has to be GPT to run on the new thing. So the $50 small computer was a fat file system. It wouldn't have worked on a new board anyway. That's how you know it worked. Basic data partition. Let's see here. Come on. Okay. Okay, here's what you do. Two fucking seconds for something nobody wanted to help me with for a year and a half, 2 years. See, this is bullshit. Like, they couldn't just tell me this. This is for the modern boards. All right, I'm dragging it over here. So now, it should say basic data, whatever. Done. So here's what the problem was. So now I have 4 trillion bytes of storage. Plus this. This is the one I never got to use. 25 times faster than these. So you don't want to run the operating system, the Windows, on this. This should just be for storage. This is fast, quick flash memory. It just loads it up. Every one of these were so expensive, dude. So now the optimal setup is run the Windows, the operating system off this, use the others for storage. 4 trillion bytes. And like this thing comes with cables and cables and cables. So you could just This is the most glorious like thing ever. You could put like fucking 8 of them in here. I have 16 trillion bytes, multiple 3-hour movies, right? So now it's ready. Now I can power this on. And as a matter of fact, let's look at this. Now this is what I can do. This is a hard drive enclosure I got from eBay. This goes on the board. And there's a similar like metal piece here. This is going to carry the Windows. That's the drive enclosure to plug it in. So I'm going to put this back on the board. But for now, doesn't matter. And lay that to the side for when I do it a little later. But right now, I just want to record. And as a matter of fact, people were asking me about this like houndstooth design. That's the box for the North XL case. And like I just kept it and hang it over the friggin' ceiling lights. And it just looks cool. The other one fell, but it was like, it just made the wall look cool. So refer to this video where it says groundbreaking update. Finally conquering a 7-year battle. After demoralizing catastrophic hardware failures, I learned how to build a computer from scratch and finally conquered an issue that was plaguing me for 7 years. Fractal North XL case, AMD Ryzen 9950X, MSI crazy board, best cooler in the world. It's just insane. The 64GB RAM was $350 for the 2 sticks alone. So, as you can see, nobody cared, nobody watched it, nobody interacted, and it's me for 30 minutes, like, talking about every last part and how much crazier it is than my last old setup. And just watch this video if you want the original, like, full story where I had to learn all this crap. ZF Music, documentary footage. This is a new setup. We got the North XL case by Fractal. Incredible. It has oversized 140mm fans built into the case. With 2 destroyed super duper hard stories. This is a Death Star now. But like, see, it is. 2 destroyed super duper star destroyers. The Dell Workstation Precision T7500 Super Duper Star Destroyer. I got so sick and tired of being demoralized, not being able to fill in my knowledge gaps, not knowing anything of this stuff. And at the peak of my excitement, enthusiasm, and planning, they just die. Like something melts down, whether it's the RAM sticks, the power supply. Something always melts down at the worst possible time, and I'm beyond sick of it. So I got so angry, so motivated to fix this and learn about it. Ignoring the gaming side of things because I don't do any gaming. It's a professional workstation computer for multitasking and back-end workloads, exports, rendering, simultaneous VST, guitar, sound, Xeon computer program. A lot of multitasking uses all the cores in the chip. Each one of these had 2 Xeons in it for 12 cores, but the one chip I have now has 16 of them. So continuing, that brings us to this. In the never-ending ZF Music odyssey and journey, the foundation of the entire platform is, in fact, the computer. 9950X. This thing is ridiculous. So it's my old one versus the new one. That's like what it's like. It's ZF Music. So here's what it was. My old Dell workstation melted down, so I just used the hard drive from it, and I was running this with the old hard drive, even though all the other parts are like crazy and new. But then that one died like 2 months ago. But still, this entire time, I needed to get like Windows on it. So then I bought Windows 11 like months and months later, but then I backed out because of the spyware and bloatware. And now I'm just selling that stick. And then I ended up just now getting the Windows 10. Then, like I said, I bought this for $50 off Marketplace because it was a very nice old lady, and she said her father died, and that's why it was so cheap. And she threw in like 3-inch stack of printer paper and another monitor, which I haven't even used yet. And like I've just been running the recording programs off this because I connected to the internet, was dying to just get going and doing some projects, but I still haven't been able to use the super duper mega ultra hyper Star Destroyer. So long story short, I needed an operating system. I needed Windows on a drive to do it. So then I tried to clone this one once I had everything like set up, all my programs, but oh, it has to be converted from MVR to GPT. So then I went to clone it, bought all these like cloning programs, didn't even work. And then when I tried to convert it, the option to convert it was grayed out and unavailable. So now I can't even convert it so I can clone it. So then that didn't work, and I've just been sticking with this $50 one to just record shit real quick, and I'm still out of luck with this. So I had to get a drive on there with an operating system. So now I finally realized, and everyone's like, well, you don't want to clone it anyway, it's not going to be optimized for the new board, etc. It wouldn't have worked anyway. So the old method that was like the perfect trick method wasn't even going to work. So finally, I got this. No bloatware, no fucking bullshit Patriot 911 spyware. You know what I mean? This is just the last good one. So I got that. And, you know, that's going to be the end of it. So then, like, when I'm in the disk manager, I'm like trying to do all this stuff. Oh, it doesn't work. It's not going to be. So then, for $85, I had to get. So then, for $85, I had to go get a hard drive enclosure, unplug this from the computer, put it in here, plug it in, format it. That was like a whole thing with the command prompt and everything. It was a nightmare. Then I, like, previously when I tried to clone the shit from this, that didn't work. It like halfway worked. So, like, these were the 2 terabytes I never got to use. Those were the old ones that died. So, like, it only halfway did it on there. It failed with, like, these programs. It completely failed on there. It just was physically dead. So, these brand new trillion byte things were just sitting on the shelf. And like, I was just like, I had to get around to it. You have to it's not going to just like you plug it into the board and it works. You got to format it. You got to empty it. Make sure it's the right type of the GPT to run with the new board. It was just a never-ending thing. And somebody finally helped me. Like, one guy helped me, so I picked out all the parts of this. And another guy just now, like 19 months later, helped me with this. So it's just like a nightmare, dude. It's like you just want to record. I just want to make video. I don't want to deal with this shit. Have to learn extensive knowledge to get shit that I bought to work. So anyway, the update is that just now I correctly formatted this. Now I'm going to have the windows on it. Now these were completely nuked and emptied, including the old ones. Nuked and emptied to nothing, properly formatted. These are ready. And this is ready now. So it's going to be Windows operating system and storage. Everything's going to be fine. Like, I was going to clone this and it's got all my stuff and everything. I don't care. I'm starting all over from scratch. And then once that's set up, then I'm going to clone that like 100 times. So, like, let's say you got like a virus or something. You don't have to chase shit down for 7 hours, like, to find it and destroy it, whatever, and it doesn't work anyway. Well, you just unplug it from the board and throw the new backup in off the shelf right in, and it doesn't know the difference. And it doesn't know the difference. You just plug it in and it's like the same thing again, set up the way you had it. And then you want to back it up like once a month or so. So, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get this operation going. And it's just a constant fucking thing all the time. Once and for all, we can get going here. So essentially, this video is the part 2 of that other one when I originally got all this stuff. Like, let me, as a matter of fact, show you on the shelf, like, what everything was. Dusty old shelf, like, right? Like, it's like I backed out of the 11. 64 gigabyte massive headroom, the Ryzen, the 2 things, the liquid freezer, right? So it's finally, and I got the 4K camera for the movie, some extra mics, backups, whatever, all the old like mic cases, headphone boxes, guitar, drums, everything's just finally like gonna be happening. The movie scripts, discipline, structure, and organize, all the crap. So hopefully it's gonna be happening. Yeah, well, I was just recording, and then this son of a... So I gotta unscrew it here. I gotta fucking clean it. It just was melting down when I tried to record. Dude, so I literally turned it around. That's the trick. When I went like, and it came flying out. When you do it this way, it just jams it down more. It doesn't go anywhere. It just goes to the chip. So that was probably heating up. And like, that's that. Ugh, shit's nasty. But like, that's what I was doing. You gotta go from the back. And make sure to shake it. In fact, I gotta fucking still deal with this shit, man. I just want to record without a problem. Fuck. This is the $50 one. Now I gotta like toothbrush it or something. It should be alright. Alright, there you go. Let's try it. It should be freshly cooling it. Come on. So 3 and 4 is bad. Is the fucking RAM sticks. Let's try what that is. I took like all the peripherals out but the mouse. I super cleaned it. Man, come on. Alright, I powered it on. Damn, yo, it's working. That shit, listen to it now, it's running. I took the side off, but I put it back. What? This keyboard's not plugged in. That thing just friggin' blasted like an engine. Come on. Nice, it's working. I put a brand new... These can get old if you bought it off eBay or Marketplace, you don't really know. Pop that out and put one back in. It resets the clock and the date and time and all that. I think I might have done it. Inaccessible boot device. What? I took all the peripherals out except the keyboard and mouse. Another trick you want to do is remove the power cable and hold the power button for like 15 seconds to dissipate all the power. Then put the battery in and do it. It's just something you can try if you don't know if it's a battery or not. You don't have an extra one. Fucking pray for me, dog. I got the fucking super duper Star Destroyer. Come on. Like, I finally formatted it. It's like, I took it out of the hard drive enclosure and I actually put it back on the board. I actually put the panels on. Wow, that's crazy. It's got the screen. There's a $350 fucking RAM. This shit is unbelievable, dude. It's the North XL case. I had to bust out the accessories and put these like screws, hold everything in. It's just like, man, pray for me, dude. I'm starting now. Yeah. Oh, it's like, you hear it blasting the fan? Like the fucking installation years ago would have taken like 4 hours. It took 15 seconds to blast to 100%. Like, and I've got in the BIOS, the liquid cooler set to just auto, so it blasts whenever it needs it real quick, and then it's like all good.